Hello, this is Uncle Jim, and this is the making of Son of Snubs Part 2, the upper. So see the last video for the parts my son got in today to complete this upper. And a few hours later, we got this from my old friend Niner, 9x19. And we'll be putting this together right now, and we'll do some garage door pops and testing at the end of this video. So, in the previous video, this is a Rock River slick side 9mm that we're going to use for the 22 here. And I failed to mention that you can put a dust cover on here. There's two holes here for their dust cover. And also the wrench that came with this upper and barrel nut that came together also fits a Foxtrot Mike's 9mm and 45 barrel nut. So that's a plus. So you can get your torque ratio right if you choose to. So we just got this in just now. And I got this from my old friend Niner. Very well packed and intact. And this is this time we're using a CMMG guts for the 22 CMG barrel, CMMG bolt. So they're a little different than the Taxol, but they're very nice. Look at the welds on that, very nice. Let me give you a close-up here. And there are some differences, but very well made. I've used their stuff before, and it's good stuff. So there you go. There's a few differences. There's no buffer at the end, but I dry fitted everything and I racked it. And when you get to the end, it gets even stiffer. So that's really good, especially suppressed. And then it uses a collar here that slips over the nipple on the barrel. So that's a difference. Instead of flush here, these lock in together. And then just the bolt moves. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Okay, so the bolt moves back and forth, and that collar stays on that to keep everything aligned. Has a little pin here I was trying to figure out, but I think it's just to keep this aligned here. And so basically works the same. Everything is intact, and you don't need a buffer or anything, just something against there. All right, and it looks beautiful. Niner, that thing looks brand new. I think he only fired a few rounds through it, and he knew my son wanted one of these, so we talked about that, and he offered me this. So the barrel looks very nice. The threading's beautiful. I put my can on here. Everything's dry fitted, and it's only going to take a few minutes to put this together and shoot it outside the garage door. It's snowing out right now. So it looks beautiful, bore, everything. Now, fitting these two separate parts here, check this out. And I'll do it off camera for YouTube. The barrel fits nice and tight. Okay, it is tight, so perfect fit. Perfect fit. Everything lines up with the pin, extractor notch. Everything should be good to go. So I'm really digging this, and we'll give it a little lube on these things. Same with the Taxol. You put a little lube on your rails here, a little bit on your recoil spring, and that's all there is to it. To take this one apart, you just pull down on here, so your guide rod comes out of there. So they're different, but they're similar in many ways. And it's nice to have two different kinds. So thank you, Niner. This thing is beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll put a little anti-seize for the barrel nut. And we'll put the barrel on and do some garage door pops. and then we'll try it on my aluminum lower and our peed out lower. This one in the first video hasn't been put together yet, and we want to try it right now, so hopefully we're focused, and let's see what happens. Okay, so that literally only took about 10 minutes, and part of that is we already know that the vice clamps don't work with 22 so well. The bottom one was a no-go. Had to go to a modified clamshell in the vise. So we already knew that. So we threw it on there, torqued it to 37 pounds. It seemed very happy right there. And the handguard went on super easy. So it was boom, bang, pow. Literally boom, bang, pow. So here's what we got. Alright, let me show you the other side. This upper matches this lower perfect. Handguard's a little shinier. Alright. So we're going to go test fire this now. Now on Mr. Snubs, we had this dot on here. This is my son's, and then put mine on after. So we're hoping we're close because we put it in the same spot. And we hope we don't have to sight in too much. My can, the markings reference perfect timing on here, so that could be a factor compared to other Mr. Snubs, but this is aligned with the baffles perfect on this barrel. Niner, I gotta tell you, super nice. So, got a folder on here. Let me open this up for you. Alright, so here's the other side. We're not close enough. Maybe I'll show you outside better. Anyway, there you go. So we're going to see if we get reliability right now, or if we got a breaker in or something else. These are all not parts that don't go together other than the barrel and the bolt. And then we'll do the peed lower that has parts kit in it. We'll test that in a video too. My son's really excited, but it was amazing how fast this went together. This handguard's actually really nice. That went together. We torqued that down to specs, and we put a mount here just to make sure they're aligned in case there's a little play between these stop tabs on each side. So everything is straight. Everything's matchy-matchy. It actually looks good. And I haven't felt it yet. And it feels good, yeah. Nice and slim like a foxtrot. Nice. Alright. Okay, we're going to see where the dot is real quick. Stop raining. Using a foam block. Stop. Okay, so as suspected, that red dot was almost dead on. It's center high in that bowl, on the left in the black. All right, try it again. We're using standard bell. And I think it's cycled. Okay, let me get my binoculars quick while I'm holding the camera. Hang on. Oh yeah, right next to it, more centered. All right, don't have to fuss with that. And it's cycling and ejecting fine. All right. So we might move it over. We might move it over just a hair. One more shot. All right, cycles beautiful with standard bell. Okay, he's going to do 5 more. We gave it 2 clicks right. And height is beautiful for this squirrel range. Just let her rip. Well, you keep it on target. And if you think I'm walking back and forth in that mud, you people are crazy. That's why I got the binoculars. Jap glass, thrift store. All right, and we're out. It locked back. All right. Let's do some dreaded bulk pack 333. See where that hits. For the dreaded 333 bulk pack. Looks like the sight is straight on now, and we'll see what the bulk pack does. Just do 5. Let me show you the ejection. Even the bulk pack is quiet. It's working beautiful, Niner. Awesome. It even likes the 333. Was that 5?
Yep.
All right, let me check with binoculars.
One flyer up high.
You can see?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, we had 5 more in the mag of Winchester bulk pack 333. He's just going to go at the swinger, which is sideways, so we're not going to hit it unless you hit the sight again. It's quiet.
Oh. Got a stovepipe.
That was the last round.
Nope. That was second to last.
Okay, now we're going to try the peed out lower. The first one done upside down. We don't have parts kit for the other one. It fits really nice on this. Tight, everything. Now, here's the funny thing. I didn't notice this because we threw this together so fast. Got it in the mail, put it together. It's missing the extractor, the spring, and the pin. All right, I didn't even notice that, and it ran flawless with standard Vel, and then when we got to the end of the mag of 333, it didn't extract, and we're like, what the hell? And then I said, wait a minute, where's the extractor? So Niner...
Extractor!
Extractor! Niner either cleaned this thing, or it never came with it. So spring, pin, and extractor is missing right here. And it's still functioning, so we know it's a good boy. And they all went in the black except for one flyer with 333. So now we're just gonna freehand it, extractorless. I texted Niner, and we'll see what he says.
Proper test with this one.
But my son's like, hey, what the hell, I can get those parts. So, if they sell them. All right. Okay, we're gonna continue shooting without an extractor. Standard Vel, 10 shots at a swinger that's sideways, so nothing to shoot at here. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And it locked back. And that lower fits so good.
It looks so nice on there.
It looks good, and that costs nothing. What, it cost $1 to make?
Probably $1, yeah.
All right, 333, just load her. We'll keep her running and end this video. And stay tuned for the saga, what Niner says about where's that extractor. No extractor. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
there
there's
go.
a misfeed.
See, it shows up with the bulk pack.
That could be the lower slop.
No,
That one.
no.
No?
No extractor.
That was...
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Yeah, these peed out lowers have a little more slop.
Yeah, I think that's the lower.
But all you got to do is put a piece of tape on your mags or whatever. We can fix that. But that never was a problem before. It's the extractor. It works on my Taxol perfect with loose mags. So, all right. So let's end the video like this. It's awesome, Niner. It wasn't complete, but we're not complaining. But there you go. It will run without an extractor. And the lower works awesome, and it looks good. And this is the crappier one, the one he printed, the one he pissed out the other day. right side up is really nice looking. All right, until next time, we'll find out what the saga with the extractor is. I love drama, and we're happy. Okay, so that was pretty funny because we were laughing our ass off that these will run without an extractor, especially with standard veil. Once we got to the bulk pack stuff, it started showing its face. But so while I was recording us shooting, I texted Niner and asked him if he ever took the bolt apart and cleaned it and forgot to put the extractor back. And he said, no, I never took it apart. He has no idea why that extractor isn't there. He said he was really sorry and gave me a link to ardiscounts.com, and they have the complete set spring pin extractor for $15. And that's good because I need more parts anyway. So I found it hilarious. He said he hadn't shot this thing in a year or so, so he had no clue it was missing the extractor. And it worked. So that's awesome. Now, this actually, I'm kind of jealous because Son of Snubs looks nicer than Mr. Snubs. That thing is just downright sexy. I mean, look at that. And that's with the peed out lower, the old peed out lower that was peed out upside down. This is mine, and I'm going to paint this to match. And this one's even nicer, peed out lower, and it cost $1. All right. There's your $1. You're almost there. There's your $1. Anyway, we had fun today. Extractor or not. Actually, it was a good thing. We love the drama, and we love knowing this will work without the extractor. So we'll pick up that kit. It wasn't Niner's fault. He had no clue. I had no clue when I threw this together in 20 minutes. And it's so nice. This lower fits so nice to this. It is tight. There's no movement at all. Now, the only other thing that we encountered was my son had bought this aftermarket charging handle extended here, and you can see that it tapers down on both sides, and this was rubbing against the peed out lower on one side where my others don't. So he just took her down a little bit and beveled the peed out lower where the the mount thing is here. He just took a little off there, and now she racks. So we got to troubleshoot two things today, and everything's right. So this thing's gonna run like a champ with an extractor in it. And it's sexy. I'm jealous actually, because it looks really nice. That's so nice. Anyway, I hope you found something interesting out of this. Until next time, America.